All right, well, that's about it. So the winning streak is over, and for all the joy that Padre fans had for that winning streak, like it was fun seeing the Padres, play good baseball. They came crashing back down to earth tonight. They went 1 for 17. 1 for 17 with runners in scoring position tonight. I mean, holy cow. 13 guys left on base. And I know I've seen people on social media point to Luis Camposano as a big reason why the Padres lost this game. And some will point to him. I forget what inning, but he has that double off of Jordan Walker's glove there in right field, but he's not running, so he gets thrown out at second base. It ends up being only a single, him getting thrown out there. And maybe the Padres would have scored there, and maybe they win this game. But I point to when he dropped that out from Fernando Tatis Jr., the game would have been tied in that spot instead of the Cardinals taking the lead. I think it was a 3-2 lead at that point when Camposano dropped that. That allowed the Cardinals to take that lead. And the Padres, obviously, they go to extra innings. And there's obviously it's not just Camposano tonight. Like, I want to be clear about that. And I'll discuss that more on the show tomorrow after the Padres have their final home game of the season against the Cardinals tomorrow. It's not just Camposano. Again, 1 for 17 with runners in scoring position. Manny had a double play that he grounded into. I want to say Batten grounded. I don't think it was a double play, but he grounded out in a big spot earlier on in the game. Look at one situation, the ninth inning there. You have the bases loaded with nobody out, and you score 1 run out of that. 1 run. Profar walks to load the bases. Xander grounds out. Ends up being 2 outs there. Or 2 outs or 1 out? No, 1 out because Xander beat it. And then two of your big guys, 2 of your superstars, right? Soto strikes out to end that inning. Tatis struck out before him. And it's just like, I get Helsley was throwing like 103, I think, to Soto there. Like, he was definitely bringing it. But he was wild. And again, earlier this season, right? What was the problem? Runners in scoring position. That was a huge issue for this Padres team, and that ended up being a huge issue tonight. So it was pretty fitting that the Padres continue being winless this season in extra innings while being absolute dog crap with runners in scoring position. Like, it was really fitting. And then one particular reliever who, I get, it's hard for me to blame him 100%, blame this particular reliever. And if you've been watching this channel, you know who I'm referring to. But I'm still going to blame I need to blame something. So I don't know if it's the coaching staff, the organization, the front office, or it's this particular reliever himself. But you have Robert Suarez pitching more than 3 outs last night. You have Scott Barlow going out there pitching more than 1 inning today. And this guy comes in here today and only pitches 1 inning and doesn't go out back for a second inning. Again, I don't know if it's on this guy or if it's on the manager or if it's on the coaching staff being okay with just allowing this guy to only go 1 inning. But he's getting special treatment. And if the Padres really wanted to win this game, I think this guy probably should have been pitching. And if you want to go with, well, this guy's, saving his arm for free agency. He's protecting his health for free agency. I get that because I think this season's over. So, okay, I'm fine with that because I wanted Manny to get shut down. So it is a little bit hypocritical for me to be saying, this guy, Josh Hader, in case you didn't know who I was referring to, this guy should be pitching more than 1 inning. But I think it's pretty clear that there's some guys in that clubhouse that really want to win. They really wanted to win this game. They really want to win these games here, and they're not giving up. Manny's not giving up because he's not having the surgery yet. My main thing is, okay, if you're only going to pitch 1 inning here, then you should be pitching more than 1 inning earlier on in the season. Like, that was the time to do that. You should have been pitching 3 days in a row earlier on in the season. You could say, oh, I was gearing up for October. I was gearing up for the most important part of the season. Well, the most important part of the season was August. The months before that where the Padres were not playing good baseball. And it's weird that Josh Hader, tonight, he goes into the game when the Padres are down by a run. Why couldn't you do that earlier on in the season? So that pisses me off. But obviously, the main story from tonight was the Padres offense being just dog crap with runners in scoring position, leaving 13 guys on base, 1 for 17 with runners in scoring position. You get the final inning there. Cool, you tied the game, but it was almost a double play ball that Xander grounded into. And then 2 strikeouts after that when Ryan Helsley walked 3 guys to load the bases there, to put you in that situation. So, yeah, really frustrating night. Now, I probably shouldn't care that much because, like, the season I thought was already over going into tonight. But I was getting into that game because of the atmosphere at Petco Park. Props to Padres fans that went to this game tonight. I was getting into this game and really focusing on this game because you could hear how much people wanted this, the Let's Go Padres chants. You could see in the dugout with Crony and Manny and other guys in that dugout that were, really excited about what was happening there late in the game. And then another, just the balloon, it's inflated, and boom, deflates it, right? So, yeah, another sucky loss, but pretty much defines this season for the Padres, not being able to come up clutch when it matters the most, some small mistakes, offense not hitting good enough at all with runners in scoring position, and continuing to lose in extra innings. Really, that's what it is. So, rubber match tomorrow.